Howdy, folks. How are y'all doing? My name's Cub. I hope you're doing well, because I am not doing well. I am angry, and I'd like to share with you what's going on inside my head, because it's a buzz, and I am containing it as best I can, but I'm getting kind of furious here. So, about a week ago, it was last Friday or Saturday, I believe I uploaded the video, but that's irrelevant. Last Thursday, I got an email from my multi-channel network, Maker Studios. You may remember them, the guys that just kind of fired PewDiePie because he'd made some jokes, and then some reporter took them out of context, and they're like, we don't need to look into this, we'll just fire the guy. Yeah, that Maker Studios. The people I've been with for the last 5 years now? It was in 2012, whatever that comes out to. I think it'll be 5 years in September. The guys who have done absolutely nothing for my channel, I attribute the fact that I've gotten very few copyright strikes to them. I assume it's because I'm with the network. I don't actually know, but they've been skimming a pretty big chunk of my profits and been doing absolutely nothing for me. Well, last Thursday, I got an email from them telling me, actually didn't say a whole heck of a lot. It just kind of said that they were going to be changing their approach and they were going to let me know how that affected my channel. That's the dialogue I've got from them. That's the only official thing that they have bothered to tell me or any other creator, some of their 60,000 plus creators. That's all we've been told. Do you know what we found out later, though? The next day, we got an email from a separate entity, Social Blade, who informed us that, hey, are you still partnered with Maker? Because we hear they're dropping some 60,000 users, huh? Maker didn't tell us this. Maker Studios did not reach out to their creators to inform them this. No, we had to learn it from Social Blade and then dozens of other news outlets, which suddenly came out and were like, hey, Maker Studios fired half the people that work for them, and now they're dropping 60,000 creators. That's pretty big news, isn't it? Yeah, it is pretty big news. You'd think Maker Studios would reach out to us and tell us, but no, we've heard nothing except for that first email. And I'm a little upset about it because I was pretty calm last time I made this video. Last time we made this video about a week ago, I said that, yeah, I'm sure we'll hear it. I don't really care. Well, that was a week ago. Do you know what we've heard since then? Do you know what we've heard from Maker since last Thursday? Nothing! They have told us nothing. They have not reached out in any meaningful way. I went to the Maker forums, a place that I do not go to because it's pointless. It's just a wasteland. It's suddenly active. It actually has people on there now, and it's descended into pandemonium because nobody knows what's going on. The one post on there from a staff member at Maker Studios is just them posting what was said in the email. That was on the update section. It was just the contents of the email and people going, what's this mean? Could you let us know? We did get a reply from the guy. The guy did reply and let us know that, hey, I understand. I'm going to talk to the people above me, higher up in the food chain, and let them know that you need this information as quickly as possible. So when do you think we got? We haven't. We have gotten nothing from them. And like I said, the forums have just gone insane. These forums, they never get activity because no one goes on there because Maker's a wasteland and they don't help their creators in any way. They did give us access to a music library, Audio Micro, although you didn't get access to the entire library. When you logged in with the account that you could use to get the free music that you were promised when you joined Maker, it limited you down to the crap stuff on Audio Micro. The stuff that was, like, you'd have 20 posts and they'd all be the same stupid. That would be the audio you get. You get really crappy, like, sound effects where it was just some kid like, oh, it's a baby crying, and it's like a grown man, and there's like fan noise. It was garbage. We got nothing out of them. No one goes in the forums, but now there's a lot of people in the forums. There's this one guy who keeps going on there, and on every single thread, he is posting that he hasn't been paid. Not only is that obnoxious spam, Maker, why aren't you paying the guy? Pay the dang guy, pay us all, and cut us loose, because this is unacceptable. Who is moderating this? No one is moderating this. I have seen one repost from, maybe two posts from a moderator. Let me check here. Yes, here we go. Last Friday when I released the video, one guy said, this is one of the moderators. I'll put it up on the screen for you. Maker Gen shut down months ago before all of this. That's not really helpful. That doesn't help anybody. Second post, though. Second post was great. If you want insight into how Maker is currently collapsing under its own weight, let me give you this little gem here, okay? The mods are in the same boat you all are. We have no idea what the end game is going to be. The mods don't know what's happening. How can moderators, who are supposed to be moderating the forums and currently doing a terrible job of it, I might add, how can they not know what's happening? How can no one knows what's happening? You can't just tell 60,000 people that, hey, we're making some changes, and then leave it to news outlets and Social Blade to inform them that, hey, you might be getting cut loose. You might be having your contracts terminated. Just, yeah, there you go. There's that news. I know Maker's not going to tell you because they're all garbage, but here you go. Here's that information. Good for you. Now you know. So if we don't know because nothing's been confirmed, because no one is talking to us, no one seems to know what's going on. Maybe, had you not fired half the people that work there, they could be on there moderating the forums and responding to support tickets. In fact, you know what? There's a tip for you, Disney. Maker's owned by Disney, in case you didn't know, and apparently, you guys make great movies. You make great Star Wars. You make great Marvel. I liked The Jungle Book, but you know what? Apparently you're not good with business. Let me give you a sick tip here from a guy who's never run a multi-billion-dollar corporation. If you're going to drop 60,000 creators and not actually tell them you're going to do it, why don't you go ahead and you do that so you know before you fire half the people that work at Maker? That way you still have those people there to handle the pandemonium that's currently going on. But no, you didn't. You cut half the employees out, and then you just send out this ambiguous email. Not everyone got the email. Not everyone. You saw that last post from the moderator. He thinks that everyone will eventually get the email, but not everyone's gotten it yet. Why? Why? How is any of this making sense? I am not asking for much. I've never asked for much. Since joining Maker, it's been a passive relationship. Heaven knows, y'all have never reached out to me, ever. You're basically useless at this point. But you know what? It's been fine. But you know what? Now I'm going to request something. Just talk to us. Tell us what is going on. Use words to communicate. You can put it on Twitter if you want to. It's the lowest form of communication. I will take emojis. If you can emoji what is happening and just give us some information, I'll be a happy camper. And if you know what, no, I won't. The idea of uploading videos to YouTube right now has been completely spoiled for me, because if I upload a video and I monetize it, which I kind of have to, because while I don't make a lot of money, I do make enough that I factor into my budget each month, and I kind of need it. But the idea of uploading it and you getting a share of it for doing nothing but ignoring us, it sickens me. That idea disgusts me. The idea that anything I would create, you would get a share of it for doing nothing but ignoring us. I don't even want to make videos right now. I have to. I have an audience, and they want to see videos. But the idea of you getting any profit out of it boggles. I can't even terminate my contract. I am begging you at this point. If you're going to cut 60,000 people loose, don't just leave us around for our contracts to expire. Go ahead and cut the deal now. I would rather be on my own at this point than stick with you idiots. You are all idiots. The incompetence involved in this entire situation is astounding. It is unbelievable. It's like whoever was driving the bus just decided to jump out the window and we're careening down the road, but the bus driver's on the side of the road like, I'm gonna text my mom. We're changing the way we drive the bus. We'll let you guys know how that'll affect you after you drive off the cliff up ahead. Have a good day. I haven't even gotten to the best part. If you go on the forums, if you're a member of Maker, you can go on the forums, by the way, guys. I imagine a lot of you are. Some 60,000 people are, apparently. If you go on there, you can find a lot of accounts of people requesting to have their contracts terminated, and they have proof where Maker replied and said, yeah, okay. But then when they went to unlink the channel, Maker denied it. For those of you who don't know how the contract works, you have to request 90 days in advance for Maker to cancel your contract. And there are people who are on the forums right now who have proof that they submitted 90 days in advance, 60 days in advance, 30 days in advance, and Maker agreed on every step. And then when it came time to unlink the channel, Maker was like, no, we're keeping you with us. That is a blatant just disregard for the contract. The contract is two ways. You can drop us whenever you want. That's in the contract. A lot of people don't seem to know that on the pandemonium forums at the moment. A lot of people are under the impression that they can't terminate me. We have a contract. No, you can terminate us whenever you want. And hey, the sooner the better at this point. But one thing you can't do is keep our channels after we request that the auto-renew contract not be auto-renewed. You have to release it. Get someone on the forums. Start cutting us loose, and above all, for God's sake, please talk to us. Just tell us what is happening. And on that note, if you're considering joining Maker Studios, don't do it. It's all gone to hell in a handbasket. And you know what? Good. I hope it dissolves. I hope Disney fires everyone. And I hope it fades from existence at this point because it is pathetic. It is a shell of its former glory, whatever glory that once was. It's useless now. Do I regret signing my contract? Actually, no. No, I'm going to say the few years I was with them, even though they did absolutely nothing for me and they just took my money, wasn't bad. Wasn't bad, but now it's bad. Because at least then, if I submitted a support ticket, I would get a response in a few days. Maybe not a timely response, usually not a very helpful response, but at least I got a response, and now no one is talking to us. So you know what, Maker Studios? Goodbye, everyone.